Luna Classic up over 6.37%, and it doesn't show any signs of stopping. Some big movement and equally a trajectory upwards for Luna Classic. We're going to specifically talk about trending for Luna Classic, breaking the 16s, and all of why that's happening. What does the next week or so look like for Terra Luna Classic? This is a video you're definitely going to want to see, so be sure to subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with everything going on. Let's get into exactly what is going on. So coming over here to the Rebel Station, there's a couple of points you can see. The community pool has taken a bit of a hit. Now we can actually track this over here, and we see that we were sat at 1.8 billion Terra Luna Classic sat in the community pool, and then we have significantly come down to 975 million. Now a lot of you will be thinking, hold on a minute, 2bit, what's going on? How can we celebrate the fact that so much has come out of the community pool? Well, let me tell you, this is all to do with the past proposal of 11168, the Joint Layer 1 Task Force. Now, we've covered this on a number of videos, but ultimately what we now have is a Layer 1 dedicated blockchain development team with its primary focus on maintenance, upgrades, and can be working for the next 4 to 6 months. You need to understand how big this actually is. This is a paid development team. We have Zaradar, Edward Kidd, a number of other project developers specifically now working on our blockchain. You can see here in January alone, this is now the roadmap we hold them to account for. We as investors and as the Luna Classic community have paid for this, and there is a ton coming. And I think if anything, this is why we are seeing this sentiment move certainly towards the upside, particularly around price and equally volume. So a big step in the right direction. I mean, just look at some of the things they're going to be establishing. Community oversight committee for the Layer 1 with trusted third parties. Assess the possibility of introducing upgrade handlers to utilize software upgrade governance proposals. Now remember what Zaradar said. He is going to work specifically to make Terra Luna Classic easier than ever to build on. There's a lot coming in terms of burn tax. Burn tax obviously has to be at the forefront of every conversation we have. How do we remove supply? And look at this. Adjust the anti-handler to send 50% of the burn tax to the community pool and 50% to Treasury Burn Wallet. What does this mean? No more minting. That's right, no more minting, which we know obviously Binance were pretty pissed about. We are not going to be minting any more Luna Classic once this is proposal. And that doesn't stop there. There is a ton of other things coming down the line. So some big steps forward in terms of Luna Classic. With all that being said, what does it mean in terms of the price? Well, you can see on the daily chart having a very big candle here, nearly 6% up. We did actually break into the 16s, 16,194 we topped out at, but then pushed down. This level of the 16,082 and also moving up towards that 50-day EMA is a key point. But we are seeing RSI trending upwards, money flow trending upwards as people start to really wake up to what is coming with Luna Classic. Now we've been through the mill, we've reorganized, we've tried things and it hasn't worked, and now it really does feel like there's a shift and a sentiment and an absolute deliberate movement in the right direction for Luna Classic. Even if you come over and check burns, we're seeing big nodes. I did a video yesterday around all nodes, around Terra C Vita burning, but just you can see we are starting to see these burns coming through for some chunky numbers. 7 million out of an unknown, 2 million out of LUNC DAO. Again, a million from Currency 395. You see these 18 million from Terra Casino. Again, you can come down 123 million from all nodes, another million from Diamond Hodl. So we are starting to see this burn increase. We obviously know the Binance burn isn't going to land until March when that minting function has been corrected. But at the same time, we are seeing some strong buy. We might literally just, I'm hoping we break the 16s while we're live on this video. It would be fantastic. The key bit though is how do we keep it above there? What do we do to continue that? But if you look, we have had 3 strong green candles over the last 3 days. Obviously we want to get back up to this kind of 18 level, but look, upwards is upwards. What else have we got coming out? And I wanted to show you this because I do think it's important, but this is the Google Trends worldwide for the past 12 months. Now, we obviously had a couple of points. This was where we saw the initial collapse and everyone was curious about it. This was where we ran all the way up into those 6s, and then slowly but surely we've come all the way down. Now, you'll notice something towards the back. We currently sit the last week of December at a 15% value. Now it's 100% being the the most searched for item, but if you think we were down here in the nines, and if you correlate that to the price, this was when we were hovering around the 12s. Now we have seen a significant upshift up to the 15s, and at the same time we've seen the price. What does this all mean? People are looking into Luna Classic. People are curious as to what's going on. And if anything, people are chucking some money into it. If we look at OnChain Statistics, we can see that the wallet numbers on that lower end are starting to grow again. So you can see under 100,000, 86,194. And we're going to keep close to these numbers, but these bottom end numbers are starting to grow. Equally, we are seeing people continue to stack and hold as part of those staking rewards into the kind of 10 million, 100 million plus wallets. So very interesting to see in terms of people stacking Luna Classic. What does it all mean? Where do we all get to? Well, ultimately right now, it feels like a positive direction. I said right at the very start of the video, there does feel like a change. We are pushing up in terms of our price. We are pushing up in terms of our volume. And equally, there is more to come. We have a deliberate layer one blockchain team that are going to go out and develop Luna Classic outside of that need for Terraform Labs. Like I said, if you just take a look at some of these, up 50% on volume, 6.84% on market cap. Now remember, whenever we burn and remove some of that supply, we're always going to take a bit of a hit on market cap, but up 6%, outperforming Bitcoin, outperforming Ethereum. It's a good day to be a Terra Luna Classic holder. Let me know what you think about it all. Let me know about what you think. Is 150k worth it for a layer one task force? What do you think they're going to bring to the party? Live ever. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this content, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.